Hello, welcome to Verbling. Hi there, I'm Teacher
Hello.
Oakley. Hi,
Hello.
Heidi.
Hello.
Hi, how are you today?
Fine, thank you. Yesterday I went back to my hometown.
Really?
Yeah.
By the ocean?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
island. Um, but the government already constructed long bridge, very long bridge, suspending bridge. Maybe I heard it's the longest in Asia.
Really?
Yeah. Very beautiful bridge. um, Around 300 kilometers far from here. So it took 3 hours, go and back 6 hours. We stayed at that place only 4 hours. We had a ceremony for memorial ceremony for my mother.
That's nice.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. That's really nice. Okay. Uh, that's cool. And did you notice changes to your hometown? Were there
Yeah,
many?
every
Well,
time.
the bridge is huge, obviously. That's a
Yeah,
big
that's
change.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
changing a lot every time. Whenever I return at home, somewhere changed.
Yeah, that's something we all notice, when we go back to a place we haven't been in a long time.
uh,
Everything changes, that's for sure.
I was born what and very close to seashore, so I enjoyed ourselves on sea. I enjoyed myself on the sea beach, but this time we went to that place. There, uh, bank, what, right? Bank, what say?
The shore?
Shore, uh,
Mm-hmm.
some high place to protect the uh, wave.
Ah, seawall.
Uh-huh. Double steel walls. They constructed double steel walls. While we were living in that place, we could see the beach, no wall. But now they constructed double wall. So I couldn't find the place where our house was. Uh, our house was right.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay.
our house used to be.
Yeah, our house was, or our house used to be.
Hmm.
Both are okay. Uh, okay, now that's fascinating to me because I live in the Philippines, and
Hmm.
I swear to you, every time I go to the ocean is closer and
Oh, really?
closer
Oh.
and closer. If somebody tells me there's no global warming and the seas aren't rising, I'm going to say you're a liar because I can see it with my eyes. It's a little scary, actually.
Maybe someone is stealing the sun, no?
Well, maybe.
Yeah, when I was a child, there was a small boat, not small, quite big. They always digging the sand, so they are stealing the sand.
Yeah, well,
They,
maybe
hmm, they used it for construction.
for concrete.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Yeah. Here in the Philippines, well, it's funny. There's so many volcanoes, and when the volcanoes erupt, the water boils and makes mud, and it makes lahar. They're called lahar flows. Huge flows like giant rivers, not lava, not the molten rock, but the water with sand and so there's these all over in the Philippines. There's huge riverbeds. I mean, they're huge, but they're just filled with sand.
Uh-huh.
So they harvest all that for concrete. They just it's
Yeah.
ready made. They don't have to steal the beach sand because there's so many lahar flows that are just they
Mm-hmm.
are really impressively huge. It's funny because you see at the, there's a natural river at the bottom, but the river's tiny. I mean, you walk across and it's up to your ankles, and it's maybe 3 to 5 meters across. It's just a small little river, and it's in a riverbed that spans it's a half a kilometer wide, as
Mm-hmm.
far as you can see, and it's filled with sand and lahar, and they use that for concrete.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
When I was a child, we call it elephant nose, very long beach, but usually it's covered by sea water. Then the sea water is low tide. It appeared. We enjoyed that place, gathering some shells or small fishes.
Right.
But we can't see that elephant nose anymore.
Wow. See, and this for me is scary, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah. Thank goodness we don't live in the, in the Maldives, or in the, in some of the islands in the South Pacific, Solomon Islands, or those, there are groups of islands in the South Pacific that are only like 6 meters high at the highest.
Hmm.
They're going to disappear. Goodbye. Scary. Okay, well, Heidi, where's everybody else today? Where is everybody
Yeah,
today?
actually, I attended another lesson, Blitz, it's a game. Always it's full of students, but only four today.
Yeah, everyone's missing today. Yeah, everyone's
Yeah.
hiding. Is there some holiday we don't know about, Heidi?
Japan today is a national holiday.
It is? I just said that I was kidding, but okay. What's the national holiday
The
today?
day of sea.
Day of the Sea.
Yeah,
How perfect. How appropriate our conversation. That's very
yeah.
funny.
Before Japanese economy was very bad, so government wanted to the people to use money. Then they made a lot of holidays.
Really?
Yeah, useless holidays. So,
Yeah,
oh,
one of my many, 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 many culture shocks upon coming to the Philippines is how many holidays they have here. It's ridiculous. And there's so many holidays and nobody celebrates them.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
In the United States, there's maybe half a dozen holidays, but they're very much celebrated. You know they're going on. Here in the Philippines, they have like 25 or 30 holidays a year, but you don't
Really?
even you don't even know they're happening. There's nothing. There's not even a newspaper article. You have no idea there's a holiday, except that everybody gets off of work.
Mm-hmm.
Hooray! It's the only way you know. Yeah. Okay. Heidi, our our conversation is supposed to be about healthcare.
Okay.
Yeah. I suppose if we have viewers or other students wanting to join us, that I should stay on topic. Uh, okay, so let's talk healthcare. Specifically, we're talking about what is the system like in Japan. It's do you pay for insurance, or do you
Yeah,
get you
national
get
health insurance.
national? Everybody has the same insurance?
Yeah, that's right.
Really?
Employees, the government withdraws the money from the salary. So the money tax is different, depend on the income. But entrepreneur, some fishermen, they are working by themselves. In that case, different. Oh, the money was decided, but I'm not sure how much. Everybody the same, so
Mm-hmm.
different.
But everyone, okay, has an automatic deduction, a separate deduction from
Yeah,
their paycheck like that. So does that mean everyone can get all health care? How extensive, how
yeah.
broad is it? Can I get my teeth fixed if I have a toothache? Can I, if I need a brain surgery that costs, you know, $100,000, can I get that? What is the,
So
how
insurance
broad is it?
covered 70% of fee.
Aha, okay. All right. So that's called a deductible. All right. So there's a deductible involved. Um, a certain amount that gets taken out. All right. So 70%, obviously you have to pay 30%. I see. Does that include preventative medicine, such as getting an eye
Yeah,
exam, getting
depend
a physical?
depend on the vaccine or
Yeah, yeah,
injection.
yeah, like that. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
depend on the vaccine. It's different. For example, if you go abroad, you
Hmm.
need to take some vaccine.
Right.
It maybe it can cover your vaccination fee.
Okay. What about like dentist work? Does it cover dentistry or is that 70% again?
Yes, yes. But if
70%.
you choose gold or some expensive way, you need to pay.
Yeah, right. Heidi, do you have any gold teeth?
No,
Yeah,
I
me
have
neither.
diamond. No, no.
Diamond teeth. Oh, diamond, the hardest substance known to man. That I wonder if anybody has diamond teeth. What a weird idea.
But some actors put diamond one tooth.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I would never do that. Somebody would shoot me and steal my teeth. What a crazy thing to do. It's like kill me, kill me. I'm worth thousands. Wow, that's crazy. Um, yeah, okay. Well, all right. That seems reasonable and equitable.
Mhm.
70%. That seems quite reasonable to me.
Yeah,
Being that
many
I
years
can
ago, we didn't need to pay any money. 100% covered before. But
really.
gradually, their budget was getting lower. So,
Yeah, probably because of the aging population.
yeah, for a while, it was 20% we needed to pay. Then recently, 30%.
Ah, really? Now that's interesting. It's very interesting because I know Japan is really in the forefront of this global problem, but Japan is one country that's really right up there in the front as far as having a much older population,
Yeah.
which
Hmm.
of course means more healthcare costs. I mean, it's obviously natural, but not just Japan. There's many countries right behind it. Most European countries, United States, Canada.
Yeah, 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 that's right. I went
Yep.
to Denmark before. There
Hmm.
are many old people, very
Yeah.
few young people. I
Where?
in the coffee shop, and then there are many old people are drinking coffee.
Well, Heidi, how many little children do you see sitting around drinking coffee?
No.
Heidi, I get so mad at my wife because in the Philippines, it's normal to give your kids coffee. And
Oh,
as
really?
as an
Really?
American, that's like forbidden. You don't that's like giving your children alcohol. You just don't do that. That's totally wrong. Yeah. I on the other hand, giving your kid a Coca-Cola is no different than giving them coffee. It's the same thing. They're both loaded with. Actually,
Mhm.
coffee's better because if you don't add sugar, there's no sugar. Coca-Cola has caffeine and sugar.
Yeah.
Um, Actually, a Coca-Cola is much worse than coffee.
Mhm.
So my logical brain thinks, uh, you know, big deal. They have a sip of coffee. Who cares?
I don't like Coca-Cola.
You don't like Coca-Cola?
No, I don't drink Coca-Cola or some soda drinks.
Yeah, I do. I know they're not good for me, but I can't help it. I drink a ton of water every day.
Mhm.
I mean, I sit here and teach class and just sipping water all day long. I'm not just sipping soda.
Yeah,
Um,
I mentioned that in Denmark there are many old people. Then
hmm
even tourists, we needed to pay 20 or over 20% of consumption tax, even drinking coffee or anywhere. Then coffee was very expensive. I was a little frustrated. We are paying tax for all the people in Denmark. It's unfair.
That's a very high tax. Really?
Yeah,
20%? That's
more than 20%. Even
wow. That's
coffee or something are very expensive. Then I decided not to go there again.
okay. So here, going back to healthcare. I mean, this is the thing. More socialized healthcare where the government collects the money and then everybody has access to healthcare. Clearly, it takes more money, so that you have to pay more tax.
Obamacare, how about Obamacare?
Obamacare?
Yeah,
Well, I knew we would end up there sooner or later.
national health insurance, right?
Yeah. Some people got so crazy and upset about it, but
Mhm.
I don't know why. Really, I don't. Because we're required to have like insurance for driving a car. It's a law. You have to have insurance in case you get in an accident so you can pay for the other person.
Yeah.
It's required.
Hmm.
If you buy a house in the United States,
Hmm.
you have to have home insurance in case your house
Hmm.
burns down because you've borrowed $100,000 from the bank. The insurance will pay the bank. If your house burns down, it's required.
Yeah.
I really don't know why Americans are so upset. They're required to buy several types of insurance and they think that's common sense, but then health insurance, they think it's something separate, and I really don't understand that viewpoint.
Hmm.
Things happen, houses burn down, cars get in accidents, and people get sick. Duh.
Hmm.
But that's my own personal opinion, of course. Now, uh, what a lot of political infighting, a lot of controversy. But now, Obamacare, a year and a half later,
Yeah.
you never hear about it anymore.
Hmm.
You know why you never hear about it? Because all the media you ever read is bad news. How often do you read good news? Oh, by the way, this is working. This is working great. Yeah, that doesn't make the news. That's not exciting.
Hmm.
It
Really?
appears, yeah, for the most part, it appears to be working. If it wasn't working, it would be in the news and Republicans would be screaming and everyone would be up in arms. Everyone would be all excited and saying, "Oh, how horrible it is." It's not that big a deal. It really isn't. I mean, 90% of the people have insurance anyway,
Yeah.
but you know, so who cares?
While the Obamacare was an argument, I always thought American people like donation. They donate a lot of money usually. But Japanese people don't like donation so much. But if some poor people die, they can't go to the hospital. We are very sad. So paying insurance is like donation from me.
Mm-hmm.
Then American said, I don't want to pay insurance for poor people like that. Then how American spirit? Because you like
It's it's
donation.
weird, isn't it? I agree with you. It's very contradictory. It's sort of
Hmm.
hypocritical. I agree with you, Heidi. It's very strange. You know, okay, I live in the Philippines now. In the Philippines, if you don't have money and you don't have insurance, they would let you die in the street in front of the
Hmm.
hospital. They
Hmm.
literally would let you just die.
Hmm.
In the United States, that is horrifying. So
Hmm.
no, it's never an objection. All the arguments about healthcare funding, it is never an ethical argument in the United States that if somebody is dying, regardless if they have no money, if they're a foreigner, if they're a human being,
Yeah.
they will get treated. The hospital will help them, cure them, save their lives. That's first and foremost. No one's going to talk about paying anyone until after
Mm-hmm.
that person has been saved. Now, this has never, ever been an argument in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone agrees.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what, you're going to take care of people. It would be horrifying to let people die if you can save them, if you can help them.
Yeah. Before I heard when we were brought to the hospital by ambulance. At first, the nurse asked us, or nurse or officer asked us, "Do you have a card or?" But
Yeah, that's very true.
I can't believe that. At first,
Oh,
they
yeah.
asked me, "How about the symptom and do you have a headache or something?" Not the card.
Oh, no, no, no. That is very, very true. And you've been in enough of my classes where I've described my numerous injuries, broken bones and wounds and stitches. And yeah, I've been to the hospital emergency room a few times, and 100% of the time, the first thing they ask you, do you have insurance?
Oh.
They're going to take care of you no matter what.
Hmm.
But it is true. That is the first question. How are you paying? Mm, yeah, that is very, very true. Absolutely. Yeah, I can imagine being unconscious and brought to the emergency room, and that's their first priority. Bring him to consciousness so we can get his insurance card.
At first.
Yeah, actually true. But, you know, one thing I do not understand about one thing about healthcare, and I want think about this, and because I'm interested how you respond to this in relation to Japan and your circumstances.
Hmm.
Being that I have lived in two countries, there is such a huge difference.
Hmm.
In the United States, the cost of healthcare, just out of pocket costs, dentist care, even preventative medicine, all healthcare,
Hmm.
not to mention medication. Oh my goodness. You pay $10 for each pill, It's really high. Really high cost. How come I can buy the same medicine in the Philippines for 5 pesos, roughly 10 cents, that
Hmm.
costs $10 in the United States? Why is that? That makes no sense to me. I mean, really profiteering. Somebody's making a lot of money. In the United States, my insurance compared to, I mean, in the Philippines, my insurance, which is, I pay for insurance, but it is 100% everything. If anything I want to do, it's covered. Dentist practically covers a haircut. It's everything. Um, Probably 20% of the cost. No, no, no. 20% of the cost of a plan in the United States that would require like a $5,000 deductible. A fully comprehensive plan in the United States would be 100 times more.
Uh,
Seriously.
for example, big hospitals, they have MRT or big machines to check your health, right? Then
Mm-hmm.
they
True.
buy that from America or Germany or somewhere. It's over $1 million. They need to get some payback from that machine. So I think the hospital fee is getting higher and higher.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And in addition, of course, what I already said, in the United States, they will treat many people who can't pay.
Mm.
Use those machines, for
Some
example.
hospitals have some special bed for poor people in the Philippines. It came from some
Yeah,
charity, Christian charity.
that's true. It's very true. Yeah. Oh, believe me, I've been to hospitals here. I didn't stop having accidents when I moved to the Philippines. Yeah. Sad but true. Uh, no, I didn't. I've been to the emergency room a few times here in the Philippines. Wow. In the United States, they're very generic. You go to one hospital, hospital in another city, hospital in another state, East Coast, West Coast, South, North. They're all the same. They're very generic. It's like McDonald's, you know. They're all very much the same, you know. Here in the Philippines, wow, they're not McDonald's. They're very upscale, better than hospitals in the United States, private hospitals, and there are hospitals that people in the United States would be shocked. Oh my God, you actually bring people here for health care? I mean, really, they smell, they're dirty, the equipment is rusty, you know, there's metal rust on the beds, on the wheelchairs. The wheelchair has one wheel that goes really just crazy. Um, there is such a wide discrepancy. There's tons of healthcare. Apparently, there's money in it. My small city that only has 500,000 people, I don't know,
Do you
600,
have
700.
health insurance?
Yeah,
Personal. Mhm.
yeah, for myself and my family. It's totally comprehensive. It's cheap, totally cheap compared to the United States. You know, that's my frame of reference. So, hang on, Heidi. I want to say hello to Shafar. Shafar? Hey, Shafar.
Hi, teacher. Hi, good morning.
Hi. Good morning. How are you today?
I'm fine. I'm doing. How about you?
I'm good. How's your health?
My health is
Yeah.
awesome.
Awesome.
I have a
Ah,
power
very good.
right now. Yes, I
Awesome's
still
good.
young.
Nice. Funny.
Yeah.
Okay, Shafar, we're talking about healthcare here. You're a
Uh,
young man, clearly, obviously. Heidi, did you just sneeze? Bless you. Uh, Shafar, you're very young. Do you have insurance through your parents for healthcare? How does it work in your country? Do you know? How do you pay for healthcare if you have to go to the hospital?
yeah, of course. I think my father pay for insurance,
Yeah.
healthcare. It's called. Let me see. Uh, m- m- Maybe Manulife. Do you know that insurance Manulife? I think Manulife.
No, I'm not sure.
Okay. Uh, I think it's insurance for my healthcare in the future. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you okay. Shafar, we Heidi and I were talking. What if you didn't have insurance? Which probably, every country has poor people, so I'm sure. What if
Yeah.
you're a poor person in your country and you have no insurance? Could you still get medical care?
Yeah, of course.
Nice.
You we know that in my country has a government which is give a best treatment for the people who is not can afford the healthcare healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Shafar, off topic, totally separate thing. What's going on with the election in your country?
The election. Oh,
Yeah.
it's popular in the abroad. Yeah. The election in my country. uh,
Well, you know,
about Jokowi and Prabowo. It's still for the announcement.
it's
Tomorrow.
still for
Yeah,
announcement.
tomorrow. Yeah,
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh.
Really.
Okay.
Uh,
Well, Shafar, we're neighbors, so I like to know what my neighbors are doing.
yeah.
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 Okay. All right. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me that. That's cool. I'm gonna make sure I check that out tomorrow. All right. Thanks, Shafar. Excellent. Uh, okay. One thing, Heidi, I'm gonna go back to you. Heidi, I was talking about before Shafar joined us. I was talking about medicine, and I cannot believe the difference in price of the same medicine in the United States and in the Philippines. And in fact, I live very close to the Canadian border. When I lived in America, I could go over the border just a few miles and the price would be like half. Totally ridiculous. In fact, my state senator, probably illegally, I don't even know, he started actually buying medicine in Canada and bringing it across the border for people in my state because it was so stupid that 10 miles away you have to pay twice the price. Ridiculous. Anyway, Heidi, in Japan, is the price of actual medicine and medication, is it very high? Is it reasonable? What do you think?
If you have a prescription from doctor,
Mm-hmm.
the medicine will be covered by insurance. But if you go to the pharmacy, then you buy over-counter medicine. You
Yeah.
need to pay all 100%.
Yeah. And wow, I guess that would be an adjective. Caffeinated, over the counter.
Mm.
Over the counter medicines. Yeah. One thing, I have another question. Um, in the United States, in a supermarket, at the 7-Eleven, any store, they're going to have over the counter cough medicine, aspirin, pain reliever, um, things of that nature, diarrhea medicine, whatever. Very, simple medicines you can buy in the supermarket when you're shopping for eggs and coffee. Um, very normal, even in a 7-Eleven, in a convenience store. Here in the Philippines, forget that. You cannot buy medicine unless you go to the pharmacy. Any medicine. How about in Japan?
Yeah, before Japan was the same as the Philippines, but recently the government changed the rule. Only right medicines we can buy it in a convenience store or internet.
Oh yeah, internet. Oh, there's another subject. Internet medicines. Oh,
But until last year, we are not allowed to buy internet or convenience store.
really? So
Yeah,
this is quite recent.
if supermarket or convenience store has what the farmers what person who
Pharmacist.
Pharmacist. It's okay.
Yeah. Oh, there's another scary idea. Oh boy. Ooh. In the United States, you can only get medicine from a pharmacist, a prescription
Mm-hmm.
medicine. The pharmacist literally has to hand it to you. No one else. Not a store clerk. By law, it has to be the pharmacist. In the Philippines, now you can't get any medicine at all, not even over-the-counter medicine, unless you go to a pharmacy. Now, the problem is a pharmacy just has to have uh, one pharmacist. A drugstore only needs one pharmacist to be hired by that store. So when you go and you get medicine, you're being waited on by, 18-year-old part-time high school students who wouldn't know an aspirin from a antibacterial medicine. They don't know what the heck they're doing. It's frightening. There has been at least 3 times I can remember where I had to say, wait a minute, this is not my medicine. This is not what I need. Can you get me another one?
Mm-hmm.
That's scary. They're giving you chemicals and drugs. They don't even know what it is. They don't know what it's going to do to you, and they frequently make mistakes. Very scary.
But now we can buy aspirin or a painkiller or like medicine for cold like that. We can buy it in no
Over the
pharmacy.
counter.
Yes.
Yeah. And Diego, outside the class, you can buy it in a regular store at the 7-Eleven. You can buy aspirin. That's over the counter. You don't need a doctor's crazy prescription.
Yeah.
Right. By the way, quick question. I'm taking a poll. Heidi, do Japanese doctors write like a crazy person? When they write a prescription, is it all like scribble, scribble, chicken scratch, chicken scratch? No human being can read it?
There are many doctors. Maybe among the doctors there are several crazy doctors. I don't know.
No. When they write a prescription, they have a prescription pad, and when they write it, just looks like this, looks like, oh, okay, there's your prescription. Remember, 2 times a day. What the heck is that? I
Yeah,
don't know
that's
what
right.
that is. Yeah,
Usually we can't read the prescription which doctor wrote.
yeah, makes
Doctor,
no.
doctor write a prescription in German.
It's funny. I think there must be a special class for doctors writing prescriptions, how to make it incomprehensible to a normal human. Okay, I'm taking this poll. Shafar,
Yeah,
Shafar, are you there? Yeah. When
yes.
a doctor writes a prescription, does it look something like this?
Yeah, of course. I think
Yeah.
it's been a long time. Doctor write like that in my country. Yeah,
Every
I think
country,
it's
Shafar.
usual.
Every
Yeah,
country,
every
Shafar.
country. Yeah, every
Every
country.
country. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's a very
I don't
special
know
thing.
the yes. I don't know what's that letter. I think it just only because maybe he thinks they are busy, so he needs to work faster than usual people. Yeah,
I
it's
have
like that.
no. I think they just feel special, and they think they need a special language. That's my feeling.
Ah, like alien.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think they write in like Vulcan or something. Um, uh, Shafar, I have a question for you. If you go to a doctor and he says, "Oh, Shafar, I'm afraid you have a tumor in your brain," um,
Uh,
would you go to a second doctor, get a second opinion? Would that be
uh,
normal?
yeah, of course. In yeah, to clarification for the opinion. What's for example, when we go to the city, where remote area, we need to go to the big city for clarification the our prescription, our what's that?
Your
Yeah,
prescription?
our I mean, uh, when we go to the remote area, we to uh, pay attention to for that because maybe in big city which is has great technology, we need to check again our
Oh, okay. All right. So let me see if I understand you. If you live in a remote area, it's very normal to go to a big city to get a second opinion.
yeah,
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 okay.
of course.
All right. Well, speaking about that, living in remote areas, do you have witch doctors? Do you have holistic spiritual healers?
Yeah, my
Smoking.
grandma,
Your
my
grandma,
grandma,
as a matter of fact.
yes, of course.
Okay. Okay.
but
Yeah.
but it's sometimes when I'm what's the incident with my motorcycle. Before I go to the doctor, I see my grandma and he treat me like a doctor. But after that, my my hand, my left hand, which is get hurt. It become more hurting, and
It became more
yeah,
what? More healthy.
more hurting. No, it's getting very hurting. My grandma treat me.
Okay. It was
Yeah,
very painful.
yes, very painful.
Okay. So it eased the pain. This is the verb and object noun that we often use to talk about that. Okay. So she helps to ease,
Yes,
present tense, eased, past tense, ease the pain. Yeah? Okay. Cool. But but then you went to a doctor after you went to your grandmother, right?
yes. After I visit my grandma, I visit doctor and it become more healthy. And
Okay.
that time I don't believe the hospital doctor. I I I believe my grandma because she doesn't don't she doesn't have like a doctoral degree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I doesn't believe him again.
Okay. All right. But your grandmother it doesn't bother her that you went to the doctor after. Does it did she tell you to not go to the doctor? She said go
uh,
to the doctor.
no, no, no. He treat me at the first, and she let me going to doctor.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
She allowed you to go to the doctor. She was
yeah. But do you know, teacher, she she perfect when when treatment when we there's something like a, a ghost our body. She she planned to get the ghost in our body. I think it's a terrible story, but she perfect on it.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Rewind. Let me reel that in. Let me reel you in here. Uh, Wait a second. The ghost in your body?
Yeah, sometimes in our culture it's popular.
Popular.
If
Probably not popular because Common.
popular in my commonly.
Yeah.
uh, like a children who is under 7 years old. It maybe there's something wrong with those in uh, when it's in children body. So uh, she can prevent the of the ghost. Like
So are you talking about possession here? Like somebody like the ghost takes over their body? Like that?
yeah, yes, but yes, she perfect on
Okay.
it, but she doesn't perfect. Yeah,
All
possession.
right. In English, we say the person is possessed, or in the noun form of possession. Uh, really? Have you yourself ever been possessed?
I don't think so because it's sometimes just only kid, only children.
No. I'm possessed right now. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, by the spirit of, I don't know, probably some long dead comedian. Uh, Heidi, how about in Japan? In the Philippines, we also have witch doctors, spiritual doctors, whatever you want to call them. In general, much like Shafar's grandmother, you may go to a witch doctor, but then you would go to a regular doctor after or before, in conjunction with, at the same time. How about in Japan? Are there alternative medicines available?
Chinese medicine, like
Well,
that.
for example, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. And even acupuncture, even it's
Uh-huh.
covered by insurance.
It is covered by insurance. No kidding. Have you ever done acupuncture, Heidi?
No, I don't like that. But depend on the symptom.
Yeah.
Only you want to be get massage or right, meaning massage only uh, go to acupuncture therapist. And no covered. If you have pain on your back, in that case it's okay.
Yeah. Okay. I actually I I have there's acupuncturists here as well where I live in the Philippines, and I have heard actually just word of mouth really very good things. That people I know had acupuncture and it really helped them. And actually, I have a problem in my foot because well, I cut all the tendons in my foot, broke a bone, blah blah blah. One of my many accidents. And so the top of my foot and my big toe really has no feeling. The
Wow.
nerves haven't
Mm,
grown back. The nerves were cut.
mm-hmm.
So I went to an acupuncturist and I asked him if they could help me, and he said, "No, there's nothing I can do for you. It's not going to help you. So I don't want your money. I won't take your money. I can tell you you just have to wait for the nerves to grow back. It's a natural thing. It's going to take 7 to 10 years for the nerves to grow back." Okay, but he was very honest. He didn't charge me anything. Zero
Mm-hmm.
charge. He
Mm-hmm.
talked to me for a while and made sure he understood the problem. And actually, the whole experience was pretty cool. He told me, "No, Ed, this is not the kind of thing acupuncture can help." So anyway, would you ever go to an acupuncturist? No.
No, never.
Okay. Have you ever tried any kind of excuse me, any kind of alternate alternative medicine or medical procedure or medicine or anything? I mean,
Until last year, I was very, very healthy. I disliked a doctor. But this year, I got injured, and after that, I have a serious problem on my intestines or
hmm
stomach. But still, I buy over the counter medicine. I'm
okay.
stubborn. I don't like a doctor.
Okay. Would you ever consider, taking an alternative medicine like whatever, I don't know, Chinese medicine or some kind of organic herb or something like that?
No, I don't believe that.
Okay. I'm just asking. I I really have no opinion about it, to be honest. I'm just curious. Um, yeah, in the United States, for example, I don't know, there's like 10% of the population, maybe. That it's a weird thing. They like insist on taking organic or holistic or whatever alternative medicine approaches. And then the other 90% of Americans insist that those 10% are crazy. Personally, I really have no opinion. I don't see any reason why some alternative medicines may work, and probably most are just to make people money.
But
Snake oil.
sometimes it happens some weird treatment, like religious one, like
Yeah.
voodoo or that. Not voodoo, but original religion. Then last year, a girl, 16 years old, she died. Father brought her to that place. Then the leader of that religion ordered her to drink water. Inside of you, there's some evil living. So water
Hmm.
is very good to purify your spirit.
Yay.
Then uh, she forced to drink a lot of water. Finally, she died.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, too much.
Too much water.
Yeah,
Oh, double ouch.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Obviously I agree with that as well, that sometimes alternative medicines can not only be useless, they can be dangerous. I agree with that. And in fact, in English, American English, I'm not sure about the Brits, but in American English, we call like a fake medicine supposed to help you, we call that snake oil.
Mhm.
And somebody trying to sell it to you is a snake oil salesman. Yeah,
But
he's selling you some useless medicine, perhaps even dangerous. I don't know where that comes from, actually, snake oil. I have no idea where that originates, but in any case, uh, okay. Uh, could healthcare be improved in Japan, Heidi? And
mm,
how?
how? Oh,
Well, or maybe not.
there are many over middle-aged people. For that, the government decided to have health care check once a year
Mm-hmm.
to avoid some
Ah,
illness for adults.
that. Yes, can I just say that to the world here? We're broadcasting live on YouTube and Google. I totally agree with you, Heidi, on this point.
Mm.
I don't know why human beings are so stupid, myself included. I include myself because I am just as bad. Preventative medicine, getting a checkup once a year. Why do people not do that? It should be free. It would save the government billions of dollars if everyone just got a checkup once a year. It was
Mhm.
simple. A free checkup. Billions of dollars would be saved.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Yes.
it seems stupid that this is not done. Shafar? Shafar, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Shafar, do you get a checkup once a year?
No, never.
Never.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I believe my health.
You believe your health.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, okay. Okay, Shafar, you're young, but you can't get away with that forever, you know.
Yeah. Maybe I will try it when I'm getting older. Yeah,
Try it. Yeah,
like
okay.
adults. But I'm still young, so I don't have to. Yeah,
Right.
I
Well,
wanna fly.
do you go to the dentist twice a year, once a year, whatever? Regular?
Dentist. About dentist, yes,
Yeah.
I went after that because I think
So,
thought in
Jafar, you're telling me your teeth are more important than your heart and your brain. Is that what you're telling me?
yeah, yes, of course. My thought is important.
Okay. All right. Um, interesting. Oh, okay. Uh, one thing, Shafar, we're neighbors. I have a last question for you here. In the
Yes.
Philippines, people are really worried about their teeth. Really.
Mm.
They brush their
Yeah.
teeth like 6 times every day. Everybody goes to the dentist like once a month. It's ridiculous. Um,
Wow.
well, for me, as an American, okay, yes, you should be concerned with your teeth, but not that much. In America, for example, no one brushes their teeth at work or at school. In the Philippines, everybody brings their toothbrush and toothpaste to work or to school and brushes their teeth once or
Wow. I
twice
see.
during the day. How about where you live? Do people do that? Does that sound weird?
No, exactly. No, exactly. Yes, it's where in Philippines.
Yeah, it's weird.
I mean,
Yeah.
in my
Oh, it is.
Indonesia, it doesn't to be like that because we the commercial we follow the commercial in the TV. It's look like we just uh, brush our teeth in 2 days twice a day. Not exactly
Okay.
to work to we bring that. So
Uh,
it's look like Indonesia sent to America. Yeah.
okay. Well, that's pretty much the same as America. Yeah. Heidi, how about in Japan? Do people brush their teeth at work?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
not. Some men they don't like brushing teeth, but almost all women have in handbag brush and paste.
Oh. Okay.
In school and the kindergarten, they have such custom.
Ah. Right. Okay. Ooh, start 'em young. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, maybe it's a good idea. I don't know. I'm kind of making fun of it because it's very strange to me. Uh, it's very strange to me. What's really strange is that in the Philippines, everyone rushes into the bathroom at lunchtime. So some people are going to the bathroom, and then many people are brushing their teeth, and I don't really want to play with my mouth where people are going to the bathroom. For me, that's kind of disgusting. But hey, who knows? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, on that bizarre note, it's time for me to go because I'm already late starting my next class. So, Heidi, Shafar, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Okay.
See you guys
Goodbye.
Thank
again
you.
soon. Bye.
Bye.